Hello everyone and welcome to the Weekly Free podcast, and today we have the very special guest and presence of Will Stacey, Inspire Plus coach, Lindum FC vice chairman and Stamford media presenter. He has done it all, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's find out what this man really is all about. Let's learn the life story of William Alfred Stacey.
Follow. Stamford Daniels, the team to follow. I mean, it wasn't going to happen because I was supposed to be travelling to Sheffield FC to watch Stamford play that night. I was annoyed after that game, and I did take out on him in my interview, post-match interview. But I argue the fact he could have been better. In all fairness, I was really happy to make my debut. It was a long time coming, and looking forward to playing again, hopefully. Cardboard box. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box.
Hello everyone, welcome to the very first episode of Weekly Free podcast. Today I am joined by two very special co-hosts, Dan and Ian Cross, and we have a very good special guest, don't we, boys? We have one and only Will Stacey. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast. How's your Christmas been?
It's been not too bad. I mean, COVID-related wise, it's been Christmas, hasn't it? It's regular Christmas Day. So turkey, had about 10 pigs in blankets, and lots of chocolate. So
yeah. And no virus will ruin our Christmas. That's good to hear. Now let's get right into it, shall we? I'll start off the questions, boys. As you know, Will, you're a big Lincoln City supporter. What made you a supporter of the club, and how's that experience been for you so far?
Okay, so Lincoln City, well, I was just kind of born into it, really. My family have a history supporting Lincoln way back just after the Second World War. Mm-hmm. When my granddad, who lived in Sheffield at the time, moved down into the Lincolnshire area with my granddad and his dad. And my great granddad got involved in the football club. Yeah. And we've kept the bloodline of supporting Lincoln City for quite some time now.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Well,
how does it feel to be a media presenter of Stamford?
Oh, good question. It's actually quite good. I'm enjoying it, despite, with COVID, I'm not doing anything at the minute, but Stamford played Kettering in the FA Trophy last week, I think it was, and we won 1-0. I was there. No, it's good because I get to have a sense of feel around the football club, get to interview players and staff members that I never thought, that maybe don't get the chance to be interviewed. And I'm also doing the PA system, which I see, even though there was no fans there last week, it's still a pivotal role to do because you need to get the crowd going like Alan does at Lincoln. So the media side of Stamford is brilliant.
When was the first Lincoln game you went to, and if you can remember, what was the score?
The first Lincoln game I remember going to was when we lost 3-1 to Dagenham Redbridge at home. Danny Ergesson scored 2 own goals. Then I couldn't sit down in my seat, funnily enough. The first game I actually ever went to was when we played Mansfield, and it was the 2004-05 season. I can't remember what the score was, but I've been told that was my first actual proper Lincoln City game. So, Dagenham Redbridge, first game I remember. Mansfield at home, actual first game I've ever been to, pretty much. Not very good wealth of knowledge there, unfortunately. Not good wealth of knowledge.
Oh, fair enough. Well, fair enough. If you can remember it, what has been your favourite moment at Lincoln?
Oh, that's the question. Favourite moment, probably the game against Chelsea under 23s, the game that took us to Wembley in the checker trade. Well, now it's called the leasing.com trophy.
Yeah.
We went there, and me dad, my granddad, and our mate Andrew joked that last time we made it to a semi-final, we lost in extra time to York City the season prior in the FA Trophy.
Oh, yeah.
So like, oh God, don't tell me we want to come all this way again just to lose in a penalty shootout. But obviously, luckily, we won. Obviously, Luke Warfel put us ahead.
Yeah.
Which was brilliant. I thought we were going to do it then, but then Chelsea under 23's got a goal back towards the remainder of the second half. Before the second half came to a close, so it took us to penalties. I remember Sam Habbingham taking his penalty, hitting the crossbar. My dad was convinced it was in. I wasn't convinced. I didn't think it went over the line. Well, the ref didn't give it. But yeah, the minute Ryan saved a penalty, that's when you were going to win. And when Freckington stepped up to take that winning penalty, yeah, I just knew the game. I just knew we had won the game. There was like no doubt about it. But yeah, that's been so far, amongst many others, my favourite moment of supporting Lincoln.
Lee Frecklington being born from Lincoln, that must have made it a special moment for you as well. Which kind of leads me on to my next question. Who's your favourite player currently and your favourite player of all time as a Lincoln City supporter?
Favourite player currently has to be... It's got to be Lewis Monsma, for obvious reasons. World-class, fine Dutchman. Scored against Liverpool. No other Dutch defender has done that this season. So, favourite player of all time... I'm sticking with Frex. He was my idol as a child growing up. I remember watching him being amazed, and then when my dad told me that Frecklington had gone to Peterborough, I burst into tears because my favourite player. I was that gutted. But when we re-signed him, I was just over the moon. To be honest, favourite player of all time coming back. And the experience he did, it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling when your favourite player comes back after they left after so long. So,
I guess we'll move to the Stamford media role now. How did the Stamford media role come about then, Will? Like, what made you Stamford media man today? Well,
it's just a simple text. Obviously, I went down to do my Stamford AFC Club in Lockdown video for Football in World. And then 2 months after that, I bumped into a guy that I used to stand with when I used to go watch Stamford before this season. He was down there. I hadn't been last season, so he didn't quite recognise me. But and then he realised that I was there. Sent me a message asking if I'd be interested in media side of all things Stamford. I went, yeah. Gave him my phone number, which was which he passed on to the chairman, and I had numerous phone calls with the chairman. Kept on asking David Whitby, chairman of Stamford, brilliant guy, just kept on asking me, "You got everything sorted? You got everything sorted?" I went, "Yeah." I went down, did a mock interview with Graham, which I recorded. That was brilliant. Went really well. And David's just been like, "Yeah, it's been brilliant." He said, "Dave, I need anything, I can ask the club for it, and they'll try and sort it out for me." So, just simple text kind of led me on to being the media face of Stamford.
What's your favourite part of being Stamford media man?
Free entry to all games. Nah, I'm joking. Favourite part, interviewing a player or Graham Jury or any staff member of Stamford after a game. Favourite side on the tannoy is announcing our goal scorer, because after each time I announce a goal scorer, there's always a song after it. So,
what song is that, by the way?
It depends which player scores. Which player scores. If it's Tommy Siddons, it's a parody of She's Electric. If it's Johnny Challoner, it's Royal Mail Baby, because he works as a postman. If it's Hixie, it'll be Si Senor. So there's lots of good songs. So I always look forward to announcing a name. Well, the goal scorer.
Could you do one right now for us? Because I'm really intrigued.
Yeah. Okay, so follow. Sanford Daniels, the team to follow. And there's nobody better than Tendai Chitsa, not even Kun Aguero. So yeah, that's it. Tendai Chitsa one.
I bet it's eventful as well. I bet it's like
It is when we've got fans in the stadium. I mean, for the Kidderminster game, there was no fans allowed in because behind closed doors. Because Kidderminster are an elite team, so for whatever reason that meant we couldn't have fans in the ground. However, it didn't stop about 10 Stamford fans that normally sing the songs to where the ZK Stadium is, where the stand is, where all the media teams, where all like the new journalists sit. Opposite it, you've got the dugouts, but behind that you've got a hill. And 10 Stamford fans, well, there's more than 10, but I can only see 10 stood along the top of the hill in like tracksuits so you can see them. And then you just heard them singing against Kidderminster. Like, and then after when the it was corners, like they'll sing "Come On You Reds." They were singing all night. It was bloody funny. But when there's fans in the ground, it's even more louder. But the fact they were a good 20, 25 metres away from the actual ground, they were loud. They were loud.
Keeping it on the side of football, if you could be any footballer in the world, who would you be and why?
If I could be any footballer in the world, who would I be and why?
Yeah.
Going into deep thought. I would probably be...
Oh.
I'm lost in that one. I can make my own decisions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably be Lee Frecklington. Probably because I kind of played the similar role as what he did in midfield when I was young. So if I could be any footballer, I'd be my ideal Lee Frecklington.
Oh, wow. Lee Frecklington seems to be, an idol for you, doesn't he? Like, do you even play like him when you play football? Do you like even?
I don't play like him. I try to have the same position and awareness as him. Obviously, he's a strong leader on the pitch. I try to be that strong leader, but can't compare me to Lee Frecklington. Can't compare Lee Frecklington to anybody else.
With the Stamford media side, you said you did a few mock interviews and you've done a few interviews and everything. Like, who's been your best interview and why?
Best interview?
Yeah.
It's got to be Graham, the manager. Graham's he just loves to talk, and if I ask him a question, he'll answer the question.
Yeah.
And then it'll lead on to another question I haven't even wrote down. So, as terms of getting interview experience and favourite person to interview, it has to be Graham Jory. In all honesty,
is it a career path that you want to continue? Like, if so, like, why? What do you enjoy about it?
I'm not sure if it's a career that I want to go down because I like to be active every day. I like to be like doing what I enjoy doing, coaching. So I don't think it'd be a career path for me. No.
If you could coach any team or player, who would it be and why?
Coach any team or player?
Yeah.
Team, I love to have a crack at coaching Barcelona.
Yeah.
Player, I'd love to get the crack of coaching probably Sergio Aguero, because I believe he'd be quite down to earth.
Yeah.
And I was struggling, he'd probably be able to point me in how I could exceed to be a better coach. So,
how did it feel to make your debut for Lindum?
How did it feel when I made my debut for Lindum?
Yeah.
Well, Well, I was just ecstatic. I mean, it wasn't going to happen because I was supposed to be travelling to Sheffield FC to watch Stamford play that night, but the game got called off due to a waterlogged pitch. Yeah. So I contacted George and was like, "Yo, sup? I'm coming down tonight." Ideally, the scoreline wasn't the best. I don't think Connor rates me. In all fairness, I was annoyed after that game, and he did. I did take out on him in my interview, post match interview. But I owe the fact he could have been better. In all fairness, I think it was good. Luckily, Flames manager wasn't there to see my awful performance, so I was really happy to make. I was really happy to make my debut. It was a long time coming, and looking forward to playing again. Hopefully.
Right, to summarise that for the viewers that don't know what he meant by that, is the rival to Lindum FC for the club he plays for, rival manager. So here and Will, let's say, didn't get off to the best of start. Would you like to tell us about that then?
Well, I got a point manager. She pretty much got the whole team against me and kicked me out. That is the story. The fact that her son also messaged me as well, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? She pretty much, I got appointed as manager. She came down to a training session. The whole team turned against me, and I was like, I'm not having this, and I just left the next day. The way I did it was wrong. I mean, I think for what she's doing, no. Well, okay, then let's look at the table. Oh, they're bottom of the league and almost conceded 100 goals. We've conceded 20 fewer and won 2 more games. So, good choice. Nice one. I'm sure she'd love it. I'm sure she'd love that. I'm sure she'll love that. But yeah, nice choice. Oh, I'm better than Will. Oh, really? Well, you've conceded almost 100 goals. Congratulations. Most goals conceded in a season award. Congrats. Well, when we play the Flames, we better win, because if not, it's going to come right back and bite me on the arse.
Oh, I know.
We've got to win now. We've got to win. We've got to win.
The rivalry's up. Yeah, if you and Trevor to cross paths and you got to manage a Lindum game, how do you think it would go down? Would you
I'd be as much of a gent as possible. I would be professional. Yeah, if I could go shake your hand, I'd go shake your hand. I'd apologise, say, sorry we got off on a bad start, but have a good game, and let's have a talk after the game. Depending on the result, of course, because if we lose, I won't want to speak to her. Joking. I'd handle it professionally. If we score, it's great. I'll just tell the lads to switch back on. If they score, I'll tell the lads what the hell are they doing, what the F are they doing. Play the effing game. So, where's the effing communication? But no, I'll show that I am actually a lot better than what she thought, despite messaging a parent at my previous work that I used to work, and that parent saying that I was pretty much terrible. That was uncalled for. So I'd like to beat her, but I'd handle it professionally. I'd make sure that she knows that I'm the better person and the better coach on in that handshake before the game.
What made you want to be a coach other than proving that you're a better coach than her?
Well, I've always had that sporting interest in me from a young age. Realised at the age of 12 I was never going to be a professional footballer, primarily because I still used to toe poke it, so maybe that was the key factor. So I just moved on to coaching, and luckily enough I was able to volunteer, and now I'm got full-time coach in a job. So yeah, there's not much story to that, but that is why I came into coaching.
Why was it Inspire Plus then? What about Inspire Plus did it that caught your interest into coaching and everything?
There was no real hunger for me to go to Inspire Plus. The one thing that I did draw me to the fact that I did their apprenticeship program, the year before, which I recommend to anyone. It's pretty much just a full academic year in a school, being a PE apprentice. You do coursework, you get to develop your coaching skills and your PE teaching skills, and plan all through the year. It was brilliant. And they're setting up wraparound care. They're looking for a coach. My name got put forward, and they offered it me. Now, most places coach, you need an MVQ level 2 or higher, so that's like your FA coaching level 2 badge, or your gymnastics level 2 qualification badge.
Yeah.
But they said to me, well, we'll put you on that once you complete your level 1.
Yeah.
This year COVID happened, so next year I'm looking to complete my level 1, and then get my level 2, and then I can lead the wraparound care system, hopefully, and be a fully paid coach.
Hey.
Why did you want to come to Lindum? What was inspiring about us?
Well, primarily it was because the fact that George kept on harassing me 50 times a day, but also believe in the project, mostly, of what's happening. George is very ambitious as a chairman.
I think it's an effort between all of us, if you think about it, really. Like,
It is. Well, I've not just come in and gone, well, I'm going to do this. I've asked you, then we put it to the board, and because the board feel intimidated, they've accepted it, not because I'm holding their family hostage. So.
Oh yeah. No guns being held to me, and
no.
I promise you.
Credit to you, Dan, and the rest of the board. I've come to you guys with an idea. They're the kind of reasons why I wanted to join Lindum, just to make it better.
Yeah.
To make it better, and to put money into the club.
Yeah. Did you believe that the people already there were doing a good enough job, or do you think that it was going downhill and you had to kind of save us? Because it sounds like to me, you wanted to make it better and everything. Like, were you not happy in how it was being run beforehand?
I was happy.
Yeah.
I was just like, there was a lot of things missing, and I was like, there still is a lot of things missing to what I've already said.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, well, we'll start off with these ideas. I'll give you some more ideas in 6 months, then another in 18 months, and then another in 20 months.
Yeah.
And we do it that way. Like, what you guys have, the foundation basis is brilliant. Now we need to build. Now, as a club, Lindum, we need to build on it. And we need to keep building on it, because you never stop. You think you got to the top, there's always something new. You get to the top, you might find, second team, that's at the bottom. For the second team back on top and get more players. It's a never-ending building, pretty much. It's never-ending bricklaying, Lindum. You keep going, you keep going, and you keep going.
Definitely, 100%. A brilliant aspect of the team. One thing's now that I haven't announced yet on the actual Lindum page. So any Lindum fans watching, this is a little exclusive little piece of information. But there's a few new players that are on the way too. 2 new additions, as you and Dan will
Do I know? I don't think I know, George. I don't think I know.
Well, I
don't think you've not told me. You told me we've got 2 new players. Like, yes, this is brilliant. But here, when you're like, I'll tell you another time. You haven't told me, but it's good. We're getting 2 players in. We've got to stay fit. We've got to have options to change play. So,
I'll tell you the names afterwards. But actually, I'll tell you one now. One's called. We've got a new goalkeeper in, right? His name is Jack. We've already got a Jack Danby. So,
you told me. You told me we've got a keeper coming in called Jack.
Yeah. So I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, am I? Will.
And then we've got to get the other one. So,
I haven't heard the other one, but.
Oh, the other one's just signed today, so it's all right.
Well, that's good, but yeah.
Yeah. So next question to Will then. What's been your favourite memory and why at Lindum before we wrap the Lindum bit up?
I've only been here since March. Favourite moment has to be making my debut. It has to be my ping to Jack Danby.
Ah, yes. I knew you could say that.
that ping has been. That is the best ball I've delivered in 8 years, and he didn't jump for the ball. I was heartbroken.
Oh wow! Will Stacey came out there.
my prime switch in the play. I'm always like, play it along the floor. Nope, I'm going to boot it across the pitch.
Oh wow, that's just too funny, isn't it? Well, we go to the coaching side of that then. After you pinging balls to players and them not receiving them, maybe you could coach them into it. And here's another one to do with your coaching, and you've told me this aspiration. What aspirations have you got for coaching and management, and which sport? Because I heard you told me you wanted to go a bit further in football coaching.
Well, yeah, my coaching, I want to do coaching primarily in football, hence why I'm working towards my FA level 1 and my FA level 2, and then there's many coaching courses in football up until I get my pro license after that.
Yeah.
I just like to just do as well as I can. Hopefully my coaching influence can come off in the training sessions for Lindum when I get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just about as far as I know for my coaching aspirations so far. I know it's not the best, but
it's all right.
I think it's possible we can have a training session at some point soon.
Man, I've been planning so long for a training session, but it's like it's not happening. It's not happening. Tier 3 and everything. It's annoying. But it is what it is, isn't it? Another question onto that, I guess it's a similar question, like how high do you want to go in football management? Because you want to be a football coach, but like how high would you like to be
as far as I can go, as far as my abilities will let me go. And what level is that? I do not know the answer to that yet. Maybe the next 5 years I'll know, but right now,
keep your eyes out.
Any football clubs looking for a coach? One's down here already. Will Stacey.
So yeah,
I'm always available. You look at my number 9 shirt. I'm always available.
Yeah, to do that, you actually have to go to be in the Stamford Academy. You actually have to go to the Stamford College and do the football and BTEC course. So unless you guys want to live in Stamford, then you need to earn at least 40 grand a year to support your rent. So it's all easy.
Maybe one day, I'll be scoring goals for Stamford.
I think the only thing you'll be scoring is bargain buckets.
Oh.
Low blow.
You say you were 12 years of age, and that's when you realised you couldn't be a footballer, probably because you had bargain buckets too. So.
Just toe poking.
Because you're toe poking. As a child, what did you aspire to be? Was it coaching?
Footballer. I inspired to be a footballer. Yeah. Until about the age of 9. Then I wanted to be a pilot. And then I kind of just trailed off a little bit. When I started secondary school, especially in year 8, I didn't have a clue, and I really didn't have a clue. I did sports coaching voluntary whilst I was still in secondary school, and that kind of was like, this job's good enough for me for now. Pretty much.
Fair enough.
That's it. A footballer, pilot, nothing, and then I'll just settle into this job. Pretty much shut the cookie crumbles. Yeah,
pretty much. It's last things like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
How do you think Stamford has been impacted by COVID? Is it really bad, or is it not?
The football club or the town as a whole? Okay, the football club. It's terrible because the lads want to play football. Mm-hmm. I speak to them time to time. Mm-hmm. They want to play football, but they're keeping on their offices, and because they're part-time, they've got other jobs too, so it's not like they're sat at home waiting like the Lincoln lads were. We've got to keep working, we've got to stay fit. It's just, we do have the option to play if we want to, but the fact is, because we'd rather have fans there, we have our own control whether or not we want to suspend our fixtures. Mm-hmm. And we have done. I mean, we're the only team in that league to be unbeaten so far. Yes, granted, we've only played 9 games in the league, but we all just want to get back to watching Stamford. We all want to get back playing. The boys want to get back playing.
Yeah.
Graham's currently self-isolating. I know he wants to finish that before we can start playing.
Yeah.
But it'll be okay for our FA Trophy tie against Hereford in the last 16, I believe it is. So we're 2 games away. We're 3 games away from Wembley.
Oh wow!
Well, with 2 if we win.
Yeah.
So
That no fans will be allowed to go to because London ain't here for.
no, but I'll be allowed to go because I'm part of the media team. So I will sit in the dugout. I'm not going to sit in the dugout. I'm going to do what Alan Long did when Lincoln were at Wembley. I'm going to go sit I'm going to sit next to the winners, on the little balcony where they lift the trophy. I'm going to go up with the players.
Yeah.
I'll be allowed to.
Oh, this is amazing.
What league do Stamford FC play in?
Good question. I think it's the pitching Northern Eastern Premier. It's 2 steps below National North. I know that much.
Yeah.
It's 2 steps below the Vanarama National League North. So I think I've got it correct. I think I've got that correct.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Who would be your dream interview in media if you were to go far into media? Like, who would you be your dream interview in the whole footballing world? Maybe even normal celebrity world.
Well, I really don't have a clue. I never really thought about that. I would probably say Lee Franklinton again.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because, like I said, I've idolised him since the age of 7 or younger than that, thereabouts. I just think it'd be great to interview him to learn, to get a first-hand experience of what his career's been like, etc., why he decided to come back to Lincoln, etc. So, that's pretty much it.
If you could work for any interviewing companies like Sky and BT and all them lot, who do you think you'd work for?
I think I'd work for TalkSport. I know it sounds weird, but I couldn't see myself on TV.
Yeah.
I mean, Sky, I mean, the thing is, it doesn't matter what you do, because you're working for TalkSport or you're working for Sky, you've got to interview the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You've just got to interview the same people. It's just as simple as that, so...
Yeah.
So, I'd probably work for TalkSport, because I feel like because they're a radio station, I feel like they would be a little bit more fun, so...
Yeah. Fair enough. Now, we've got some questions from the fans.
We actually had questions, did we?
Yeah. We had.
Very nice.
We did. We got some questions from the fans. I'm reading them out for you.
No, not at all, George. Hit me with them.
They're going to be interesting, let me tell you. I just wanted to ask, some of them are really, some of them are silly. Like, do you want to go down that route?
Just ask me. If the fans have a question, let them speak.
Just let them speak.
Let them speak. Any question.
George, you read one out. Dan reads one out. I'll read one out.
All right.
Okay. How am I going to do? Actually, you boys do it, because I've kind of said a lot.
This one from Jamie Payne. Why is Jamie Payne so damn sexy?
I prefer not to comment. If I do, I may get in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
I've got one here. What kind of things should the Lincoln players improve on?
What things should Lincoln City players improve on?
Yeah.
They should improve on losing, because we're not there. I don't want to win the league in an empty stadium. Plus, if they can all play terribly, it lures off the competition for people to sign the players. So, no, improve on. Everything needs improving on the pitch, no matter how good it is. It's very little things, but yeah, we could improve on losing, get back to the good old ways of Lincoln City. Then I'd be most grateful for
it. You got one, Ashton?
Any more? We just had 2 people message. Still want to know the line.
How many dicks does
How many what?
how many dicks does a duck have?
I don't know. Is this a joke? Is this a joke?
They literally said to
No,
me,
it's actually a question.
Well, I don't know. Again, prefer not to speak, because if I do, I may get in trouble.
that was Jamie Payne.
Yeah, I think we're just going to leave the fan questions now.
Oh, is there any more good ones? Like,
Like,
any
No.
serious?
There's one more, but we've already answered it, basically, so... it's
Oh,
fine.
right. Oh, that's a shame. Do better next time, guys. What was your favourite band growing up?
Pet Shop Boys. They were a duo. Made great music. Love them to bits. Next question.
Fair enough.
Will, what's your favourite Lincoln chant?
The Terrace Above. I don't know the lyrics for that.
Don't you?
No. So I sit in the Serenity stand.
Oh, yeah.
I love that chant.
What's your favourite goal that you've ever scored on the pitch?
I've only scored one. Year 5. George, I've told you this several times, but I'll have to go into detail, kind of. So we're playing a tournament. My primary school, Rothbury Primary School, we had 2 teams, Team A, Team B. I was in Team B, bunch of Year 5s. I was the captain. We lost every game, but we scored 1 goal, and that was me. And I was playing our A team. The ball gets a lovely through ball to me. I'm running through on goal. I see my player, my teammate, running alongside. I'm going to sweaty it to him. Hit it with the outside of my foot. Does it go to him? Oh no. It beats the keeper at the far post. The keeper actually lets it go in via the far post and just rolls up the net from the other side. And I'm just like, you don't celebrate in kids football, but I pulled out the run into the corner flag and jumping and pumping my fist in the air. I was ecstatic.
Oh,
Was that more of the keeper felt bad, so it's just going to
No, the keeper was ginger. He deserved it. The keeper was also a Year 5, so he deserved it even more. We lost 5-1 after we took the lead. But hey, it's what you do. I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you, obviously, if that's the last question, I've got a story to tell. A quick 2-3 minute story. So, every other Friday when I used to go to my dad's, I still go to my dad's, but obviously not now because of COVID, but there used to be a thing when I was of age called F&F, based at Carl's Grammar School in Sleaford, so it was Friday night football. And it was, we were playing a game, and we're just like, the people there didn't really care. But we gave the opposition a corner, and I was slightly worried. So I said to the keeper, don't worry, don't do anything, I've got this. The ball comes into the box right where I am standing, and I just yell, keepers. I collect the ball in my hands as the keeper. I boot up the pitch and turn to the keeper, like, you're now back in goal. I'm outfield. I went up and scored. And then they tried to do that from a corner, but we got a penalty because I called for handball. My argument was, he hasn't got goalkeeper gloves on, whereas that guy has. So, yeah, best corner tactic, we should use that at Lindum all the time.
Good. 100%. We'll trade it up next time we do trading.
That's all children's football is. You just shout for something, the ref goes, yeah, whatever. I'm not really paying attention, so I'll just give it you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like our ref at bloody six-a-side. A tank could roll through our. You wouldn't notice.
What do you mean? We have got a tank. We have got a tank rolling through.
Mate, he's always in his builder orange trackies.
No. The tank is Mr. Jack Danby.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Got time.
God damn.
Jack Danby deserves an icon card from EA.
He's a legend of a man, isn't he?
Although, in all fairness, as much as I love Jack, he's a great keeper.
Yeah.
But he didn't jump for my ping, so.
Oh, he's still salty about that one, Jack.
Oh, I'm very salty.
I would have jumped, got my chest on it. Bam! It's in the back of the net.
Yeah, but you're playing BW. You're playing bench warmer, Dan, that game.
Oh yeah, he was. wasn't
So
he?
if I played it to you, we would have given the ball away for a throw. We gave the ball away for a kick in, but it was in their half, not our half. So
Don't let me take kick-ins anymore. I like kick it to the
No,
opposite.
Ashton's doing it.
yeah, Ashton's our main guy now this season.
He is now. Yeah.
Ashton's there to make us win, to show that we've got more time. We've got more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two
Brilliant. Jack Dunby's iconic quote. I think he should release. An autobiography called "We've Got Time" or a rap video. We've got time. That would be brilliant.
We got time. We got time. What are you gonna do now? We got time.
I go to McDonald's because we've got time. I'm supposed to be playing in defence, but I've got time. Chopping 20 Big Macs because I've.
After that, I'd say he's my favourite ever six-a-side player, and everyone would start laughing. Favourite Sunday League player, and everyone was chucking it with laughter. But then, or maybe they were just laughing at me, not with me. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Will, you know, said that he was very appreciative for coming on, being the first guest, and he enjoyed it. We enjoyed having you on, Will. So thank you very much, mate. We love you, and yeah, we'll see you all in a bit. Next podcast is podcast to you, a reward to you as you achieved getting another podcast this week, because you know you got us 40 followers, so thank you very much. And after that will be the Grayson Giles podcast, and then the Sam Long Big podcast. Grayson Giles is an academy Scunthorpe footballer, so yeah, that'll be an interesting listen to too. I promise you we'll have things more than football from this, but yes, it's been a good podcast. It's been good for first podcast. Thank you very much, Will. We appreciate you for coming on. See you all in a bit, ladies and gentlemen, watching the video. Yeah, we've been the Wee Weekly Free. You've been the listener. See you in a bit.